In a society that often glorifies conformity and social hierarchies, Sigma males stand apart, embracing harsh realities that many choose to ignore. These independent thinkers possess a unique perspective on life, unclouded by the pressures of fitting into predefined roles. They recognize that the world can be unforgiving, and rather than shying away from this truth, they confront it head-on. For Sigma males, the understanding that most relationships are transactional is a reality they accept, valuing authenticity over the shallow connections often braided by others. They know that relying on others can lead to disappointment, and as such they prioritize self-sufficiency, preparing themselves for the inevitable challenges that come with it. Additionally, Sigma males acknowledge that societal expectations often stifle individuality, forcing many into a mold that feels unnatural. By rejecting these norms, they embrace the freedom that comes with being true to themselves, even if it means walking a lonely path. In a world where many prefer comforting illusions, Sigma males boldly face the unvarnished truths of existence, crafting their own destinies with a level of clarity and resilience that few can match. Unlock your true potential and reignite passion in your relationship with the Dominance Academy, where Sigma males become the leaders they were meant to be. Go to the link in the description. Number 1. Everyone is essentially navigating life without a precise map. No one has it all figured out, and even those who appear to be experts are often just trying to make sense of the complexities around them. Sigma males are acutely aware that the facade of total competence is just that, a facade. They don't let the illusion of others' perfection intimidate them. Instead, they trust their instincts and carve their own paths, acknowledging that most adults are just grown-up children trying to make sense of a bewildering world. Age, titles, and credentials may suggest authority and wisdom, but beneath these layers, many are wrestling with their own doubts and unanswered questions. Whether it's a CEO making billion-dollar decisions, a politician shaping public policy, or a mentor dispensing life advice, they are all navigating uncharted waters without a definitive guide. Sigma males can see through this veneer of certainty, understanding that those setting the rules or offering guidance often improvise and stumble along the way. This perspective liberates them from the pressure to conform or compare themselves to others, allowing them to pursue their own goals and values with confidence and authenticity. Number 2. At the heart of human behavior lies a fundamental truth: people are inherently selfish. While society often emphasizes cooperation and altruism, the driving force behind many actions is self-interest. Sigma males recognize this not as a cynical viewpoint, but as a realistic understanding of human nature. They navigate life with the awareness that personal desires and survival instincts often dictate behavior. Many individuals grow up with the comforting notion that everyone has their best interests at heart. But this belief can lead to unrealistic expectations and vulnerability. While some genuinely care for others, most prioritize their own needs. Sigma males accept this reality without bitterness, understanding that self-interest is not inherently negative. In fact, it fuels innovation, ambition, and progress. By acknowledging that people are wired to prioritize their own desires, they approach relationships with a clear-eyed perspective, allowing them to strategize effectively and safeguard their interests. This insight enables them to foster relationships based on mutual respect, recognizing that self-reliance is key in a world driven by personal agendas. Number 3. The stark truth is that most people do not have your best interests in mind. In various aspects of life, be it business, friendships, or social circles, individuals often prioritize their own objectives above all else. Sigma males are acutely aware of this reality, approaching trust with caution and relying heavily on their self-sufficiency to achieve their goals. Many grow up with the comforting belief that everyone wants the best for them, a notion often reinforced by well-meaning family and friends. However, this can lead to vulnerability when faced with a harsh truth that, while some individuals genuinely care, the majority focus primarily on their own interests. This isn't necessarily malicious. It's simply a natural part of human behavior driven by personal aspirations. Sigma males embrace this understanding without harboring resentment. They recognize the importance of being self-reliant and discerning, taking proactive steps to safeguard their well-being. By fostering connections rooted in mutual respect and clear boundaries, they navigate social landscapes with their eyes wide open, minimizing the risk of disappointment or betrayal along the way. Number 4. People are often too self-absorbed to genuinely care about your success. While you might spend considerable time worrying about others' perceptions of you, the reality is that they are predominantly focused on themselves. In an age dominated by social media, where personal achievements and the pursuit of recognition take center stage, Sigma males find liberation in this realization. They come to understand that striving for external validation is largely futile, since most individuals are caught up in their own quests for approval. This cyclical pursuit of validation becomes a distraction from personal growth and fulfillment. Consequently, Sigma males wisely choose not to invest their energy in impressing others. Instead, they focus on their internal standards, setting personal goals and aspirations that align with their true selves. By redirecting their efforts towards self-improvement and individual success, they free themselves from the constraints of external expectations, allowing for genuine progress and self-discovery without the need for constant affirmation from those around them. Number 5. The harsh reality is that nobody cares about how difficult your life may be. Sigma males grasp this concept intuitively, understanding that seeking sympathy or complaining will not alter their circumstances. Instead of dwelling on their hardships, they prioritize overcoming challenges through actionable steps. Life presents a myriad of obstacles, and while sharing struggles might feel comforting, they recognize that most people are too preoccupied with their own issues to engage meaningfully with someone else's difficulties. This understanding informs their approach to life, leading them to rarely complain about their struggles or seek validation for their experiences. They know that, ultimately, few people are in a position to offer substantial assistance. It's not that people lack compassion, rather, they are managing their own sets of problems. By acknowledging this reality, Sigma males conserve their energy for what truly matters, finding solutions and pushing forward. This proactive mindset empowers them to navigate adversity with resilience, channeling their focus toward personal growth and tangible progress, rather than seeking external approval or sympathy. Number 6. The understanding that friendships aren't necessarily permanent is a crucial realization for Sigma males. They acknowledge that as individuals grow and evolve, so too do their relationships. This acceptance helps them appreciate connections while they are present without becoming overly attached to the idea of permanence. Sigma males recognize that life is a journey filled with constant changes. Interests shift, priorities evolve, and paths can diverge significantly. Friends who once shared their visions and experiences may find themselves heading in different directions as time progresses. Rather than clinging to past relationships or resisting these natural transitions, Sigma males embrace the fluidity of human connections. They value the shared moments and lessons learned, but remain unburdened by the need to maintain every relationship indefinitely. This perspective allows them to form deep and meaningful connections without the fear of eventual loss. They engage authentically with others in the present, recognizing that change is the only constant. It's not about detachment, rather, it's about appreciating the richness of human interactions while accepting that some may be temporary. Number 7. In a world where both academic and social skills are valued, Sigma males come to realize that social intelligence often outweighs academic prowess. While formal education and book smarts have their merits, the ability to navigate social dynamics and foster meaningful relationships can often lead to greater opportunities. Sigma males invest time in developing their interpersonal skills alongside their intellectual pursuits. Understanding that success frequently hinges on connections and relationships rather than purely on knowledge, they grasp the significance of emotional intelligence, the ability to be aware of and manage one's emotions while effectively handling interpersonal interactions. This critical component of real-world success allows them to read people, communicate effectively, and build rapport, ultimately opening doors that academic achievements alone may not. Sigma males do not dismiss the importance of formal education, however. They recognize it as just one piece of a larger puzzle. By honing their social skills, they enhance their capacity to navigate complex social structures, negotiate successfully, and inspire others toward collaborative efforts. Number 8. The impact of appearance on perception is undeniable, and Sigma males understand this reality. In a society where first impressions can dictate opportunities, they recognize the importance of self-presentation as a means of self-respect and effective navigation. This acknowledgement doesn't mean conforming to superficial standards or losing individuality. Rather, it's about understanding how appearance influences interactions. Sigma males take care of their grooming and attire not for the sake of impressing others, but to reflect their inner discipline and confidence. They recognize that humans are inherently visual creatures, and judgments, both conscious and unconscious, are often formed based on visual cues. By paying attention to their presentation, they can skillfully influence how others perceive them, whether it's dressing appropriately for a professional setting, maintaining good hygiene, or exhibiting confident body language. Sigma males leverage their appearance as a non-verbal form of communication. This conscious approach allows them to project their identity effectively, ensuring that they are seen and understood on their own terms, without compromising their authenticity.
Number 9. Everyone is essentially improvising through life. No one possesses all the answers, and even those who seem to be experts are often just finding their way through the complexities of existence. Sigma males recognize that the appearance of absolute competence is merely a facade. They don't let the illusion of others' perfection intimidate them. Instead, they rely on their instincts and forge their own paths. The truth is, most adults are simply grown-up children trying to navigate a bewildering world. Age, titles, and accolades may suggest wisdom, but beneath these layers, many individuals grapple with their own insecurities and uncertainties.
Whether it's a CEO making pivotal decisions, a politician crafting policies, or a mentor offering guidance, they are all traversing uncharted waters without a reliable map. Sigma males are adept at seeing through this veneer of certainty, understanding that those who set the rules or offer advice are often improvising and sometimes faltering along the way. This insight liberates them from the pressure to conform or compare themselves to others, empowering them to pursue their own goals with confidence and authenticity. Number 10. At the core of human behavior lies an undeniable truth. People are inherently selfish. While society often emphasizes collaboration and altruism, the driving force behind many actions is self-interest. Sigma males view this not as a cynical perspective, but as a realistic understanding of human nature. They navigate life with the awareness that personal desires and survival instincts often dictate behavior. Many individuals grow up believing that everyone has their best interests at heart, a notion reinforced by well-meaning family and friends. However, this belief can lead to vulnerability when faced with a reality that, while some genuinely care, most focus primarily on their own needs. This isn't necessarily malicious, it's simply a natural aspect of human behavior. Sigma males accept this truth without bitterness, recognizing that self-interest fuels innovation, ambition, and progress. By understanding that people are wired to prioritize their own desires, they approach relationships with clarity, enabling them to strategize effectively and safeguard their interests. This perspective empowers them to cultivate relationships based on mutual respect, while remaining self-reliant in a world driven by personal agendas. Number 11. The hard truth is that most people do not have your best interests at heart. Whether in professional settings, friendships, or social circles, individuals often prioritize their own objectives over others. Sigma males are acutely aware of this reality and approach trust with caution, heavily relying on their self-sufficiency to achieve their goals. Many grow up with the comforting notion that everyone desires the best for them, a belief often reinforced by well-meaning family and friends. Yet, this can lead to unrealistic expectations and vulnerability when faced with a harsh truth. While some genuinely care, most individuals focus primarily on their own aspirations. This understanding isn't born from bitterness, rather, it reflects a pragmatic view of human nature. Sigma males embrace this reality, recognizing the necessity of self-reliance and discernment. They do not assume that others will prioritize their needs and take proactive steps to protect their well-being. By cultivating connections rooted in mutual respect and clear boundaries, they navigate social landscapes with open eyes, minimizing the risk of disappointment or betrayal. Number 12. Many people are far too self-absorbed to genuinely care about your success. While you might invest considerable time worrying about others' opinions of you, the reality is that most individuals are primarily focused on their own lives. In today's world, where social media amplifies the pursuit of recognition and achievement, Sigma males find freedom in this realization. They understand that seeking external validation is often a futile endeavor, as many people are caught up in their own quests for approval. This cyclical pursuit becomes a distraction from personal growth and fulfillment. As a result, Sigma males wisely choose not to waste their energy on trying to impress others. Instead, they direct their focus inward, establishing personal standards and pursuing goals that resonate with their true selves. By channeling their efforts towards self-improvement and individual success, they liberate themselves from the shackles of external expectations, allowing for genuine progress and self-discovery without the constant need for affirmation from others. Number 13. The sobering reality is that few people truly care about the difficulties in your life. Sigma males inherently grasp this understanding, recognizing that seeking sympathy or complaining won't alter their circumstances. Instead of wallowing in hardship, they prioritize overcoming challenges through actionable steps. Life is riddled with obstacles, and while sharing struggles might offer a temporary sense of comfort, they realize that most people are too consumed by their own issues to engage meaningfully with someone else's difficulties. This awareness shapes their approach, leading them to refrain from complaining about their struggles or seeking validation for their experiences. They understand that ultimately, few individuals can provide substantial assistance in times of need. This realization is not rooted in cynicism but in pragmatism. By acknowledging this reality, Sigma males conserve their energy for what genuinely matters, finding solutions and pushing forward. This proactive stance empowers them to navigate adversity with resilience, directing their focus toward personal growth and tangible progress, rather than seeking external approval or sympathy. Number 6. The realization that friendships are not necessarily everlasting is crucial for Sigma males. They accept that as individuals evolve, so do their relationships. This understanding enables them to appreciate connections while they last without becoming overly attached to the idea of permanence. Sigma males recognize that life is a continuous journey marked by change. Interests shift, priorities evolve, and paths can diverge significantly. Friends who once shared their visions and experiences may naturally drift apart over time. Rather than clinging to past relationships or resisting these transitions, Sigma males embrace the fluidity of human connections. They value the moments shared and the lessons learned, but are not burdened by the need to maintain every relationship indefinitely. This perspective allows them to form deep and meaningful bonds without the fear of eventual loss. They engage authentically with others in the present, understanding that change is the only constant. This attitude is not one of detachment, rather, it reflects a profound appreciation for the richness of human interactions, even as some may be transient. Number 14. In a society that often prioritizes academic achievement, Sigma males come to understand that social intelligence frequently outweighs book smarts. While formal education and intellectual prowess hold their value, the ability to navigate social dynamics and foster meaningful relationships can lead to greater opportunities. Sigma males actively cultivate their interpersonal skills alongside their academic pursuits, recognizing that success often hinges more on connections than on knowledge alone. They grasp the significance of emotional intelligence, the ability to be aware of and manage one's emotions while effectively handling interpersonal interactions. This critical component of real-world success allows them to read people, communicate effectively, and build rapport, opening doors that pure intellect may not. Sigma males do not undervalue academic knowledge, however. They view it as just one piece of a broader puzzle. By owning their social skills, they enhance their capacity to navigate complex social structures, negotiate successfully, and inspire collaboration, ultimately enriching their personal and professional lives. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the join button under this video.